The New York Yankees are making waves again, and the buzz around Cody Bellinger has reached a fever pitch. The team's general manager has recently made a prediction that is electrifying fans across the Bronx, and it's not just idle speculation. Coming from someone with deep experience in New York baseball, the forecast carries immense weight and could signal a major long-term move for the organization. Bellinger, fresh off an outstanding season with the Yankees, has drawn comparisons to some of the best sluggers in recent memory, and the suggestion that he could be signed to a 6-year contract has left fans buzzing with anticipation. The rationale behind this prediction is clear when you consider Bellinger's performance in the past year. After joining the Yankees from the Chicago Cubs, he posted 5.1 wins above replacement, a figure that instantly places him among elite players in Major League Baseball. His 30 home runs and 98 runs batted in reflect not only power, but also consistency and the ability to deliver in high-pressure situations, reminiscent of his MVP-caliber campaign back in 2019. Analysts who have followed Bellinger's trajectory note that he is a perfect complement to Aaron Judge, whose own MVP-winning talent demands protection in the lineup. Bellinger's presence behind Judge changes how opposing pitchers approach the game, eliminating the easy pitch-around strategy that could otherwise limit Judge's impact. When pitchers have to navigate a lineup where Bellinger is waiting on deck, it creates opportunities for both players to thrive, and the numbers from last season support that theory in every way. The general manager's assertion that the Yankees are likely to be the final destination for Bellinger carries significant weight, considering the insider's perspective on both the organization and its rivals. Industry projections now estimate that a 6-year deal for Bellinger could command roughly $30 million per season, totaling around $180 million over the life of the contract. For a player of his caliber, whose contributions extend beyond mere statistics, the investment seems justified. His combination of power, batting consistency, and ability to enhance Judge's performance makes him a cornerstone for the team's continued success and its pursuit of another championship. However, as with all major contract negotiations, there is always the possibility that the deal might not materialize. In such a scenario, the Yankees are prepared with alternative options that demonstrate both strategic planning and adaptability. Names like Kyle Tucker and Austin Hayes have surfaced in discussions, though each comes with its own considerations, whether related to financial commitment or long-term potential. Tucker, for example, represents a significant investment with a contract potentially extending 10 years and $400 million, while Hayes offers a more cost-effective option with legitimate power potential. Beyond the financials, the competitive landscape adds another layer of complexity, particularly when considering the fierce rivalry with the New York Mets. If both teams target the same elite sluggers, a bidding war could erupt, creating a scenario where fan loyalty and organizational strategy collide in dramatic fashion. The potential of Bellinger wearing a Mets uniform instead of the pinstripes sends chills through the hearts of Yankees supporters, underscoring just how critical it is to secure the player's services. Even in the event that Bellinger signs elsewhere, the Yankees' depth chart is structured to mitigate risk. Aaron Judge would remain the centerpiece of the outfield, supported by emerging talents like Trent Giesham, Jason Dominguez, and top prospect Spencer Jones, who represents the future of the franchise. While relying on younger, less proven players carries inherent risk, the organization balances this by blending experienced veterans with high-upside prospects, ensuring that the team remains competitive throughout the season. Adding to the roster stability is the official return of Ahmed Rosario, a move that reinforces the Yankees' commitment to both performance and clubhouse energy. Rosario's return, solidified through a 1-year contract, is not merely about statistics, although his contributions at the plate are impressive. In his prior stint with the Yankees, Rosario infused the team with infectious energy and leadership, turning the dugout into a focal point for morale and motivation. His ability to thrive against left-handed pitching addresses a critical need for balance within the predominantly left-handed lineup, providing Aaron Boone with options to optimize matchups during crucial moments. Rosario's defensive versatility only enhances his value, allowing him to seamlessly occupy multiple positions as needed, from third base to right field while maintaining high-quality performance. This kind of flexibility is invaluable during the long and grueling Major League Baseball season, especially when injuries or late-game substitutions demand adaptive strategies. His previous season demonstrated not only consistency at the plate, but also a capacity to influence the game in ways that transcend traditional statistics. Rosario's energy, communication, and leadership have become intangible assets that elevate the performance of his teammates, and his return signals a clear intention by the Yankees to maintain both continuity and chemistry within the clubhouse. By prioritizing players who understand the culture and expectations of the franchise, the Yankees reinforce a winning mindset that is essential when aiming for championship aspirations. Beyond the individual signings and contract predictions, the team is also exploring blockbuster trade possibilities to strengthen its rotation. One such scenario involves Hunter Greene, a high-velocity right-handed pitcher with elite performance metrics despite limited appearances due to injury in the prior season. Acquiring a talent of Greene's caliber would address immediate gaps in the starting rotation, which faces the absence of key pitchers due to injuries. The challenge lies in balancing short-term gains against long-term stability, as securing Greene would likely require parting with top prospects, including George Lombard Jr., the Yankees' highly rated first-round pick, and Elmer Rodriguez, a promising young pitcher who has shown significant potential. This proposed trade illustrates the difficult decisions facing the front office. Pursue immediate championship contention at the risk of depleting the farm system, or maintain a long-term developmental approach that safeguards future competitiveness. Greene's contract situation, combined with his high ceiling and strikeout potential, makes him an incredibly enticing target, yet the cost and prospects cannot be overlooked. This tension between present success and future stability is emblematic of the complex strategies required in Major League Baseball, where roster construction demands foresight, adaptability, and an understanding of player development trajectories. The Yankees management appears determined to navigate this balance carefully, weighing the impact of every addition and subtraction on the team's ability to compete for championship number 28. Each decision, from the pursuit of Cody Bellinger to Rosario's return and the potential acquisition of Hunter Greene, contributes to a larger narrative of ambition, calculated risk, and a relentless drive to dominate the American League East. The team's approach reflects a philosophy that combines proven veterans with high-upside young talent, ensuring that both immediate and future goals are addressed in tandem, creating a roster capable of contending in the toughest division in baseball. As the offseason progresses, the implications of these moves and potential trades will unfold, shaping the strategy for the upcoming season and setting the stage for what promises to be a thrilling and high-stakes campaign for the Bronx Bombers. The excitement among fans is palpable, with every headline, rumor, and official signing sparking discussions and anticipation for what lies ahead, demonstrating just how deeply the Yankees' pursuit of excellence resonates with its passionate and dedicated fan base. As the Yankees' offseason unfolds, the organization is facing a critical juncture in shaping the roster for the 2026 season. With the previous year's performance still fresh in fans' minds, expectations are soaring, and the front office is navigating a delicate balance between maintaining continuity and aggressively pursuing upgrades. The potential signing of Cody Bellinger remains the most high-profile storyline, but the team's strategy extends far beyond a single marquee player. By securing Bellinger for the long term, the Yankees would not only solidify their outfield strength, but also provide Aaron Judge with the protection he has proven to thrive behind. The synergy between Judge and Bellinger is undeniable. Pitchers can no longer afford to pitch around the captain, and the offensive alignment becomes a threat that few teams can counter effectively. The combination of Bellinger's power, plate discipline, and ability to consistently drive in runs ensures that the lineup retains both depth and intimidation factor, making the Yankees a force in any matchup. At the same time, the organization is keenly aware that even a superstar like Bellinger cannot shoulder the entire offensive load. Strategic depth remains crucial, and players like Ahmed Rosario provide that balance. Rosario's return, with his exceptional performance against left-handed pitching and defensive flexibility, addresses critical gaps and allows the Yankees to maintain competitive matchups throughout the season. His influence on the clubhouse dynamic cannot be overstated. The energy, communication, and leadership he brings create an environment where younger players can thrive and veterans can maintain focus, particularly during high-pressure stretches of the schedule. This cultural continuity reinforces the team's identity as not just a collection of talented individuals, but a cohesive unit capable of executing at a championship level. Meanwhile, the Yankees front office is exploring every avenue to fortify the pitching staff. The potential acquisition of Hunter Greene exemplifies this approach. Greene's elite velocity, strikeout ability, and performance metrics position him as a game-changer, a pitcher capable of altering the landscape of the rotation immediately. However, the proposed trade package highlights the challenges inherent in competing at the highest level. Securing top-tier talent often comes with the cost of parting with future stars. Prospects like George Lombard Jr. and Elmer Rodriguez are more than just promising names. They represent long-term control, development potential, and the ability to sustain excellence over the next decade. The decision to trade for an established ace like Greene requires careful consideration of the team's goals, weighing the immediate pursuit of championship glory against the risk of creating gaps in organizational depth for years to come. This is where the Yankees' front office demonstrates its strategic acumen. By evaluating not only the talent of potential acquisitions, but also the timing, team needs, and long-term sustainability, they are attempting to craft a roster capable of contending both now and in the future. The American League East has grown increasingly competitive, with every team investing heavily in both pitching and offense. The margin for error is slim, and strategic missteps can have cascading consequences throughout the season. In this environment, every decision, from long-term contracts to trade proposals, carries amplified significance. The Yankees' willingness to be proactive, aggressive, and innovative in the marketplace reflects an understanding that championship opportunities are finite, particularly when stars like Aaron Judge are in the prime of their careers. Beyond the headline moves, the organization is also focused on nuanced adjustments that can create incremental advantages. Players like Trent Gizam, Jason Dominguez, and top prospect Spencer Jones represent both immediate contributions and future potential. Their development, guided by veterans and reinforced through strategic lineup opportunities, ensures that the Yankees maintain flexibility and depth while minimizing reliance on any single individual. The front office's approach demonstrates an appreciation for the intricate balance between star power and roster versatility, a philosophy that has historically underpinned sustained success in Major League Baseball. Defensive versatility is another cornerstone of the team's strategy. With Ahmed Rosario capable of playing multiple positions at a high level, the Yankees gain options for late-inning substitutions, injury coverage, and matchup-specific alignments. This adaptability enhances managerial freedom, allowing Aaron Boone to make calculated decisions without compromising overall team performance. The ability to adjust dynamically throughout a long season is invaluable, particularly when competing for a championship in a division as challenging as the American League East. Every addition, whether through free agency, trades, or internal promotions, is measured not only in terms of statistical output, but also for its impact on team chemistry, strategic flexibility, and long-term sustainability. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. In a move that has sent shockwaves through the baseball world, whispers are now swirling about Bichette potentially making the leap to the New York Yankees. Sources close to the organization suggest that the Yankees front office has been exploring every avenue to bolster their infield, and the tantalizing prospect of adding one of baseball's most electrifying shortstops has ignited intense speculation. Bichette, known for his aggressive approach at the plate and uncanny ability to turn defense into offense in a split second, could provide the kind of spark that the Yankees crave both in their lineup and on the field. Insiders hint that the Yankees are not just looking for incremental improvement. They are seeking an immediate impact. Bichette's blend of power, speed, and baseball IQ makes him an ideal candidate to reshape the dynamics of the infield. Imagine a roster where he can seamlessly shift between shortstop and second base, creating matchup nightmares for opposing pitchers and altering the flow of the game with his flair for dramatic plays. Sources suggest that internal discussions have focused on how Bichette could energize the club's young talent while also complementing veteran presence, striking a balance that few teams manage to achieve. The Yankees fan base has already begun buzzing, debating potential lineups and defensive alignments. Some speculate that his arrival could spark a reshuffling of positions, perhaps moving established stars around to maximize offensive firepower and defensive efficiency. The mere possibility of Bichette donning pinstripes has prompted social media chatter, with supporters envisioning highlight reel plays and clutch hits that could swing tight contests in New York's favor. While nothing has been officially confirmed, the rumor mill suggests that conversations between Bichette's camp and the Yankees are far from casual. Sources close to negotiations hint at a sense of urgency on both sides, implying that if a deal were to materialize, it could be engineered to make an immediate splash. Analysts are now speculating not just on the logistics of such a move, but on the psychological impact it could have on the American League landscape. Whether this is a fleeting rumor or the precursor to a blockbuster signing remains to be seen, but the potential arrival of Bo Bichette in pinstripes has already ignited imaginations. One thing is certain: if the Yankees succeed in landing him, the infield, and perhaps the entire lineup, would undergo a transformation that could reverberate far beyond the Bronx. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.